right, let me ask you a question, and I think this will elicit callers, and I'll even solicit callers on this. Got a parking question for you. What do you do when you're in a parking lot and every space is full except for some of the electric car charger spaces? What do you do? What do you do?
Interesting.
So you got a bunch of Tesla owners that I guess there's like a Tesla users group, but you got all kinds of Reddit stuff. And this is a big complaint that Tesla owners will get to a parking lot and somebody is parked in the charger spot when they want to park their car there and then plug in their Tesla or their electric car. But what do you do? What do you do if the only open spots in a jam parking lot are some of the electric chargers? Festa, what do you do?
What do you do? Yeah, I park in it because I'm an electric vehicle owner.
Listen, you've got a 2010 gas-guzzling Cadillac Coupe de Schmuck or whatever that thing is.
Coupe de douche.
And your wife has the Tesla.
Yeah, I'd park my Cadillac in that spot. So at Wawa, there's the superchargers, and it says a sign on a lot of them that says 15-minute parking for non-electric vehicles. So you can't stay there all day, but if you need to use it, you can use it.
Well, wait, who's going to Wawa and staying there all day?
I don't know.
Some people have Bible study there.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the little tables out there with the homeless people? I guess they don't have cars, but
People just post up with their laptops out there.
But yeah, I haven't seen too many non-electric vehicles parking these spots, but I guess if they're the only spots available, it's better than parking in a handicap spot.
I would agree with that. Yeah. But there's no law that says you can't park in the spot.
I mean, you can't get a ticket for it.
Screw that.
Let's go to phones on this. How many of you are dissuaded? How many of you, if you're in a busy parking lot and every space is taken, but some of the electric charging spots are open, how many of you will park there? How many of you won't park there? Are you a Tesla owner? Are you an electric car owner? And what do you do, or how do you feel if someone is parked in the spot? Also, if you're an electric car owner, I would imagine you're not supposed to pull into that spot unless you want to charge.
Yeah, you plug your charger in, yeah.
Right. Not just park there. It's not like, I have an electric car, I can park here.
It's not VIP parking.
Exactly.
It's for charging.
You should be pulling in to charge your vehicle. So the question is, will you park in a spot? So anyone listening right now, if you don't have an electric car, have you parked in an electric charger spot because there were no other spots available? So there are multiple angles on this. I'd love to grab some phone calls. What do you do? The overall question is, what do you do? Will you park in an electric charger spot when there are no other spots available? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Also, I would imagine if you park an ICE car, internal combustion engine, an ICE, you might get some battery-powered car owners that get ticked off. Does that potentially elicit some vandalism? A keying of your car?
Also, the charging ports, they charge you for that, right? It's not free.
Yeah, I think
so. It's a revenue generator for the owner of the land.
So those Tesla superchargers, I've never really looked closely. Is there like a credit card slot? Do you put your credit card in?
No, Elon knows how to bill you. And you have to link your car to a bank account.
Oh, is that how it works?
So
okay, gotcha.
They know when you plug in and it credits that account.
Weren't there some early Tesla purchases that got free supercharging for life?
So I came this close, and that's not that close, to buying a used Tesla S.
Right.
And it was one of the earlier models.
Oh, does it follow the car?
And it's with the VIN number.
So it's not the original owner. It just follows the car, really?
One of the features was free lifetime supercharging.
Wow. All right. Let's go to phones on this. 800-990-1047. Again, the question is, what do you do? You're in a full lot. Only electric car charging spaces are open. You don't have an electric car. What do you do? What do you do? Or conversely, if you're an electric car owner, have you pulled into a lot and you want to charge and someone with a gas car is clogging up your spot? 800-990-1047. Heather is up first in Bradenton. Heather, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
We're well. What's the story?
I don't believe in the electric car, so sorry, but I would park there.
Have you ever?
I have a regular gas car.
Yep. So do we. Have you ever parked in an electric spot?
No, but if it came down to it, I definitely would use those spots.
Gotcha. Heather, thanks for the call. Have a great day. David in St. Pete. David, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, David. What's the story?
All the places that I've been that have those electric car parking spots, I've never seen them used by an electric car, ever. And if they're parked there, they're not charging, so that kind of defeats the purpose.
You know, David, I think I concur with you. I've seen plenty of open spots. I think, to be honest, if I were to quantify, I've probably seen more electric charger parking lot spots open than filled.
And you see electric cars parked just in regular parking spots.
Oh, they ought to be towed.
Yes, it works both ways.
Hey, David, thanks for the call.
Thank you for calling, David.
Natalie, stop.
David would have been a lot more. He would. Thank you. I said thank you for calling, David.
I'm getting complaints about you being rude to callers.
I am speaking to David in his native tongue. He understands me completely.
Please stop it.
Have a great day, David.
Natalie in Wesley Chapel. Hi, Natalie.
Hi.
Go ahead, Natalie.
So I'm a Tesla owner. I own a Model X, and mine is a 2020, so I get free charging for life.
Yep.
But when I do see those spaces, I do both ways, I'll park and not charge sometimes. Or if I do see a car that, is not electric parked in there, I'll just kind of be like, but then I'll try to find another space. But I don't get too frustrated about it. But
you won't vandalize a gas-powered car that's taken a Tesla charging spot, will you?
No, I wouldn't. I would just be like, oh, well, I just have to find another spot.
All right, thank you. And Natalie, how long have you had your Model X Tesla?
Since 2020.
And the batteries still good? Are they starting to wear down, or is the range dropping because the batteries are losing efficacy?
Well, I actually, a few months ago, my car didn't start, and I was like, what the heck? I was charging it, and it completely wouldn't start. It was a really hot day, and then I got it towed to Tesla, and they just redid the whole battery. So I don't know if it was because it was bad.
Hold on, they gave you all new batteries for your Tesla?
Yeah, a whole new battery.
Because those are expensive.
Yeah, it's not like a Duracell.
If you got to pay for the batteries, aren't they 10 or 15 grand for just the batteries?
That's a great question. My husband handled it. So
yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, that's if they covered it under warranty, that's great. Thanks, Natalie. I'm just not an electric. Does your husband have electric as well, or just you?
He does.
I'm sorry?
He does. He has a Plaid.
So both of you guys have Teslas?
Yes, and we have a truck coming.
Wow.
The Cybertruck?
Tesla family.
Now, what happens if you guys want to go on a long road trip? Are you okay sitting for a long time to charge your car?
Yeah, because we'll go get lunch or something. We'll park the car because it's usually by a restaurant, or if we're at a Wawa, we'll get some snacks and watch a movie or something while we're waiting.
Listen, Natalie, different strokes, different folks. I just want to go to a gas station and fill my tank up in 4 minutes and be on my way.
When you're making a long road trip and you've been driving for 3 or 4 hours, you don't just run into a gas station and fill up like you're in NASCAR. It's a 10, 15, 20-minute endeavor. So the Tesla's 10 minutes longer?
20 minutes?
No.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You walk inside, you drink
you go inside and eat.
What do you? I go to a gas station. I'm there for 4.5 minutes. The average fill up for a 20. Did you say drain? What did you say?
What'd you say, drain what?
Dude, watch your language. What's wrong with you?
You can't say drain the vein?
Stop it! Stop it. All right, Natalie, thanks for listening.
Thank you, Natalie.
You're welcome.
20
Right.
minutes to get gas.
No, you walk inside the place, you look down the snack aisle. You don't drive for 3 hours and just jump back in the car for 3 more hours.
I just did. I just drove from Tampa to Fort Lauderdale and back.
But you
and I
stopped.
jump in the. I stop and get gas, and I'm on my way. I'm not making an outing out of it at the gas station.
Did you drain it?
Four.
Oh, you held it.
4.5 minutes to fill up the car. Crystal in Tampa. Hi, Crystal. All right, Crystal, you got to turn your radio all the way down.
I know. Then my husband won't hear. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm a Porsche driver ruining the environment every day. My husband drives a Tesla.
Right.
Now, the Tesla people, when they see a car there, are in desperation. So it's kind of desperation mode that they can only go another mile, and they'll do anything they can to get in there because they need it. So I would imagine that a guy with a Tesla would be running out of electric, parked behind my car out of electric, and then I could never leave.
Yeah, you might get
But
blocked
they're
in.
They're a different breed, and they're also, like I said, they're living in desperation. Why do they have to take the spaces in a parking lot to use the charging? Why can't there be like you pull up to some place and charge that isn't a parking space?
Yeah, like a dedicated place where only people that need a charge go versus using spaces in a parking lot.
That's what those spaces are.
Well, but I see
Dedicated space.
I see Crystal's point that
It's like saying, why doesn't handicapped people, have a hovercraft? I mean, they have dedicated spaces.
Crystal, thanks for the call. Cassandra in Largo. Man, phones blew up on this. Hey, Cassandra, you're on. Go.
Good morning.
Hey.
I just wanted to mention, especially about the Wawa. So I just left there. The one that I stopped to on the way to work has like the whole back row behind the store. So there's for regular parking, but then behind that is like all the electric parking. And the Wawa doesn't have a lot of parking in that one. So depending on how many cars are there, I'll park there easily.
Have you ever had anyone yell at you like, I'm trying to charge my...
No.
Right, yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so there are plenty of other open spots even if you park there, right?
Yeah, there's usually, because it's the same amount of charging ports as there are for regular parking. So there's a lot of spots there. There's probably at least 10 to 12.
Thanks, Cassandra. Have a great day. All right, Andrew, I'm going to take 3 more here. I'll take, 4 more. I got Jason, Chris, Danny, Jim, and then we got to move on. Phones blew up. All right, let me grab Jim in Seminole. Jim, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. I pulled in the garage in Sarasota, and it was jammed, and I pulled into the electric stand there, and unluckily the parking girl was right behind me, and I didn't realize it. And she said, I'll let you slide this time, but I should give you a ticket.
Give you a ticket? What, a parking lot ticket?
That's right.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, for parking in the electric space.
What, was it like a city lot? Were you actually going to get a real municipal parking ticket?
I don't know what kind, but
Or some phony janked up private lot, I'm giving you a ticket.
Yes. Mall police Paul
Yeah.
Blart was going to issue a citation.
Jim, thanks. Danny Clearwater. Danny, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, we're great. For anyone that's tuning in right now, just talking about if you're a gas car owner and a parking lot is full and they only have the electric charger spots open, do you park in the electric charging spot? Danny, you're up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning. I've been a long-time listener back when Scott Shannon, Cleveland Wheeler was on 105.
Oh, man.
But if there's no sign saying there that it's unlawful to park there, you can park there, and the poor guy that got a ticket, I'd challenge that for sure. But you should be able to park there. Hell, I see people parking handicaps without a tag or sticker.
Yeah, that's more egregious, though, to park in a handicap spot when you don't need the spot versus parking in the electric spot. Danny, thanks for the call. 2 more. Chris, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how are you? So I was visiting in January with a buddy. We were riding roller coasters all day in Busch Gardens and went to SeaWorld the next day, rented an electric car. Didn't know that it didn't take gas whatsoever. So the thing is like completely like almost on equivalent of E, I guess. Get back to the Tampa area, no stations have a plug-in. So I had to go back to Dover. It's some 7-Eleven, get there, and all those spots are taken by non-electric cars.
Wow.
And then the worst of it, went to another station, and the lines were clipped because people were stealing the copper out of the
Oh, man.
It's a tough life.
Oh, man.
whatever, the plug-in.
So, Chris, I mean, if you're at a 7-Eleven parking lot, I mean, the people should be in and out pretty quickly.
Well, it's like 30 minutes to charge, but there's also people that were just like cars that were, I don't know, people like, I don't know, it's Dover. There's like not a lot of things to do on a Saturday night.
Not a lot. Plenty of meth.
7-Eleven, I guess.
Plenty of meth in Dover. Chris, thanks for the call. Have a good night. Final call, Jason in Tampa. Jason, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
MJ, I park in those spots all day long, even if the parking lot is empty, because I hate electric cars.
Even when there are plenty of spots, you park in the electric spaces.
And I just want to hear these electric car people bitch and say, I love my electric car. Guess what? I just screwed you because you can't charge it.
Oh,
Yeah, good job.
Wow. Thank you, Jason. All right, listen,
I'll door ding that guy.
I don't agree with being just deliberately provocative and trying to instigate a fight in the parking lot.
Like provocative Jason? Oh, I just screwed you. I'm Jason.
You're making fun of him now?
Yeah. Jason sounds like...
Fester, you're like just you're permanently obnoxious.
I'm calling it like I see it.
Calls him like he sees him.
Listen, Jason was a great guy.
How does he sound again?
Oh, I'm Jason. I screwed you.
Did he snort?
Dude, I'm getting complaints about you mocking and making fun of listeners.
I can't get a date. I screwed an electric car owner.
Stop it, Fester.